So welcome to a new video. You can see me back in my Cursor Alton Manor t-shirt. So obviously we did go on the ride. We did get a few bits of merch, which we are going to talk about. Because obviously the merch is an exciting part of the ride, and as exciting as the ride itself. So straight up, number one, we got the photo. So we got it in the little case. So that's a nice little photo. Obviously it's good to remember the first ride we went on of it. We also got keychain, the t-shirt. We got, this is a bit of a big one, the hoodie with the logo there, and at the bottom, I can't get it up there. It has the little logo in the bottom corner as well with that bit on. And the final bit I got was a notebook. You guys can't see it properly. I'll put it close enough. There you go. Cursor Alton Manor. So the merch, good. Not a bad price either for them. £18 for this t-shirt was not bad. Obviously with a Merlin discount as well, 20% off. Certainly made it look a lot better. So obviously here, this is the second ride's photo, so it's in it's a bit out of sync, the photos, but obviously we had the ride photos, which we're going to show first, that we went on. I have a little bit of a talk about something else that exciting has just been announced. For all you fans of the waterfalls, I'll say no more. So obviously there you can see the second ride. So we did know from this time, we knew where the photo was, so we could vaguely work out where to pose. I'm not going to comment where the photo is for you guys who haven't been on the ride yet, but it is a fantastic ride for me. I did love it. I'll just move this slightly farther this way so you guys can see me. But yeah, you can see, I think the way they've done the photo is also really good. The facade on over there, the doll's face down there, everything about it was brilliant. Yeah, it was our second ride and their first ride. So then we'd also been on the rapids. I thought it was a lovely photo. Now this is the exciting thing that we're talking about, as I just saw a tweet come in just before I started this. I'll just get it up on here from our friends at Theme Park Worldwide. So they had just done a tweet with a picture of something quite exciting. The waterfalls are back. So for the first time in many years, the waterfalls have returned to Congo River Rapids on one side for now, but it's great to see. So we're going to have a lot more rapid journeys on that, but I can't lie, ours was quite bad. You can see on the back of my mum there, actually, with quite a few spots of rain. My right hand side was absolutely soaked as loads of water came over here. So it was a lot of a better experience than previous years, but it was a very nice experience. So the picture out of the front of the facade. Obviously, you can see all the changes there. You're gonna get a lot closer looks at them in the other photos, but us enjoying our time out the front, and that was at the end of the day when there was like only 4 of us there, and a couple of other people were just dotted about. Everything was closed at that point, so I thought I'd take a nice photo to remember it by. We got a couple of the gravestones in here as well, so you guys can have a look at those for a second while I go through it. You also have the story that I did get a photo of the first bit of the story, but obviously couldn't get to the second and third bit because it was closed off at this time. Ripsaw. Stalking. Quackers. Now that's a great part of the ride. If you didn't like a spoiler, close your ears for a second. The old duck from the flume's back. I thought the theming around it as well, the queue line, so all the fog, the way the lights have been I thought it was fabulous out there. I thought they'd done a great job with the graves and the look around it. This I think is one of the best bits of the ride. The way the entrance used to just be nothing. It just used to be these walls. That was it. But they've sort of brought this out a little bit more. They've put this like crypt almost thing up, which is wonderful looking. I took this picture for anyone who's looking to go on the ride. Was wondering what the different things were going to be. So, riders under 1.1 meters will be accompanied by an adult over the age of 16. Over 0.9 meters to ride. So this is a dark and scary ride. Some of this will not be suitable for our younger guests. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, so debatable. Saying it's not suitable for you if you're pregnant. I'm not sure there's many rides at Alton Towers that are suitable for you if you're pregnant, but hey ho. There was strobe lighting, flashing effects, smoke, and some very good mirrors used in this attraction. So there we have the sign outside the ride. So we've got the for sale Burton and Ward. Find us on 23 Tower Street as house estate agents, auctioneers, surveyors. That's just a picture from earlier in the day where it was just me and my mum. I was acting scared by Emily. So there's out the front of the look. So you can see the amount of work that's gone into it. There is still the spikes things left up there from the Jewel ride. I did notice that when I was there. Maybe there's a new sign going up there. You don't know. There's the open house sign, which is quite interesting. Obviously, as that is part of the story there, that you sort of go into an open house. And here is where the zombie was, but it's now Emily Alton's resting place, dying on December the 31st. And also Snowy. A very sad death that not many people are very happy with Alton Towers letting happen. This photo was more for the fact that the Great Gravekeeper was out there as well, so I thought they were brilliant. So we also went on Congo. It was a lot more rapid and was a lot nicer. So the explanation for these photos. So we had the black ice creams. I don't know if we got anyone else's in there. No. So you got the black ice creams outside what was Jewel. So the Curse at Alton Manor. They had themed ice creams and stuff, which I thought was brilliant addition, and I think definitely should need to stay and needs to stay open as well. As it was something we were talking about last year as a thing that needs to happen. And as you can see, it did make my mum have black all over her mouth. So it did do that. But it was a vanilla flavoured ice cream, which was apparently really nice. There you go, my sister and her boyfriend on the chair outside. When you come out, you get this opportunity for a photo here. Obviously, there's the towers behind us. So there's a couple of photos from the opportunity. So there is my on-ride photo from my first ride. We got the pop. Luckily, we got that from guest services before they seemed to run out. And the front of Alton Manor. There's a closer-up version of the photo from our first ride. It was, as you can see, actually, we were a little shocked by things that we'd seen, weren't expecting. So there was things in there that you don't expect, and yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but it was a great ride. The guy out the back was actually really scared. The kids, not so much. We did talk to them in the line, and it was like, yeah, they were quite excited for the ride. Then we've got the gates. Obviously, the property being for sale. For sale, Wardley estate agents. I thought that was a nice little touch to add John Wardley in there. It was quite busy. It was quite busy at times. So that's when we just got there. We brought a fast track to make sure we cut out any queues that were there so we could go straight on. There we go. We have the first picture of official walking experiences there. So you've got the doll's pram that does move about without anyone touching it. And him who I'm pretty sure is controlling it, but hey ho. There's just a picture of the doll in the pram. It does sort of sit up and cry at you. There's the picture just outside when you get off the ride. So you've got that screams at you. I'm pretty sure it's censored, so when you go close to it, it will be more likely to react. There's me on the chair. So that's that with those photos. So obviously, I'll just get those last photos up. There we go. We've got the last few photos as well there, because we did have a few more photos. So there we go. So that's also a really cool room and a really cool effect in the pre-show. Happens like that as well. So there's a pre-show room. Emily Alton in her bedroom up there in the attic. And there's what the full doll's house looks like. Pretty awesome. The story that I read to you guys before, it's quite a story. And there's the price of Alton Manor. Anyone fancy going halfsies? There's a few more roaming actors outside. Yeah, so there we go. So there's the final roaming actors outside. So it was a brilliant ride. I'd advise anyone who's a theme park extraordinaire, loves theme parks. I'd advise them massively to go on this ride. I'd personally say best dark ride in the country. It's debatable, but I'd say it's the best dark ride in the country, and I think it's got some of the best merch. I do think the merch is really nice. I do like the book. We've got the purple book with the logo on the front. You can see it a lot clearer. It's just my camera and the light. Inside, it's got the lines with the date, so it's like a diary. So I think that's the best piece of merch they've done. I think it's a really good book. You can also get a pen to go with it, so you can write with you can go in with your full Castle Alton Manor, write in your diary. But yeah, I think it's a brilliant ride. I think you should all definitely try it out and look forward to trying it out and be surprised. Just don't go on the ride thinking things are going to happen. Don't go on the ride expecting things to happen, and don't spoil it with a POV, because that does spoil the ride. But I definitely check it out. So, on to the next experience, the next vlog, the next videos. I'll do a proper vlog at Alton Towers and my next video, hopefully. And obviously there'll be some streams coming up on the Twitch as well. So, signing off. Peace.